or held under the laws of the United States. Interestingly enough, this issue of sovereign citizens has been litigated at both the district and the circuit level in the United States. In fact, recently, the Seventh Circuit, that sits over many states in the United States, ruled that these claims of an individual that they were a sovereign citizen were not valid and did not allow that person to avoid prosecution. So you think that you're a sovereign citizen, huh? Let's talk about it.
I know you fuck. I probably should have played that first, but I'm human. Real niggas fuck up too. Anyway, let's play one more. It's the same one.
Pulled him over. Fox 13 News reported he was independent from the laws of the land and wasn't required to provide information to the officer who pulled.
All right, so we got Crazy Brad, rest in peace. He was wilding, but rest in peace, huh? I'm sorry he got killed.
Pulled him over. Fox 13 News reporter Chris Arnold takes a closer look at Allen's claims.
Big ass tie.
The reason why I took an interest in it because I saw a man, I saw his life taken away from him, from what I read.
With signs in hand,
everybody should be upset about this.
J.W. English and a handful of other friends and family members of Chase Allen took to the sidewalk outside the Farmington police station. In protest after the 25-year-old was shot and killed by 5 Farmington police officers during a traffic stop last Wednesday.
It's not a matter of liking the police and disliking the police. It's a matter of not liking good policing.
Farmington Police Chief Eric Johnson said in a statement on Friday that an officer went to open the door as another attempted to remove Allen from the car. It was during that time, the chief said, an officer yelled gun 3 times before a brief struggle ended with shots being fired. The Standard Examiner reported Friday that the chief also said Allen's car had a placard declaring constitutional sovereignty.
Sovereign citizens believe that they have separated themselves from the United States of America and as a result do not need to follow U.S. law.
Rachel Goldwasser is a senior research analyst with the Southern Poverty Law Center's Intelligence Project.
They often will not pay taxes. That is pretty standard across the board. Many will not pay their car registration. They won't get car insurance. Licenses of any kind.
She says anyone involved in the American sovereign citizenship movement is considered a U.S. citizen and mandated to follow U.S. law and expected to pay taxes. Goldwasser says by the Southern Poverty Law Center's estimation,
so I said before, mostly in their minds, this is a way for them to save money, right? And also, too, people who are already, how can I say, already have mental health problems, because obviously, I think that's a part of it, too, because you got to be a little bit insane to even bring yourself to believe that I can find a way to get around the laws and that there's loopholes to the laws. Now, mind you, you're not going to go to law school, all right? You're basically going to try to use laws that don't actually exist. And the fact that your problem solving is so weak that you can't figure out that how would this work for me if I'm breaking the laws of the actual like country or the county, wherever I'm at. If I break the actual laws and there's a first of all, the reason why I can't break the law, what's one of the main reasons why you can't break the law? You can't break the law because there's going to be someone to come get you. There's going to be someone to enforce the law. What do we call that? That is called law enforcement. Okay, so if that's law enforcement and they're enforcing that law, who's there to enforce the other law? Like, because someone has to be there to enforce the law you're talking about. So if this law doesn't even exist, we have several generations of people who do not realize that they're stupid. We have several generations of people who do not realize that because by virtue of having terrible problem solving skills, you are usually just a terrible adult. You are usually the kind of person, again, who cannot solve any of their own issues. So therefore, and what does that mean? That leads to you making more bad decisions because and that's again, new relationship unlocked. What is your relationship with hard work? What is your relationship with things that you don't want to do? One thing that I do every day is I have an app on my phone called Elevate. And on that app, they have a bunch of games that train the mind. One of the best investments I ever made, and it really has helped me one of the biggest things I realized, it made me more logical and I start making better choices because in the game, the name of the game is to make the best choice possible. Every game is about you making the best choice possible, whether it's math, it's reading comprehension, name recall, just different things that you can be playing, right? Making a sentence more simple, right? More clear, more concise, anything, right? But most importantly, or maybe I could say just as important, doing it every single day. There's how can I say? It's like a score on the app now. They didn't have it before, but they put on there last year where they let you know how long your streak is, right? So technically, I've done it every day for almost 2 years, right? But I missed a day or two, right? But I would do it every day. But when they gave me like the calendar, let me know how many days in a row I've done the workout, I said, okay, this gives me a new goal to hit every day, to make sure that I do this every single day. And mind you, it's about between 3 and 8 minutes to do the whole workout. You know what I mean? It's nothing too crazy, right? But great investment. But what it does for me, again, like I said before, it helps with my problem solving. It helps me to stay in the rational mind, right? It helps me to think about, okay, all right, if I do this, and this is going to happen. This is something that a lot of people are not able to put together. And they wind up becoming victims of their own laziness. 6 passes cooking. Yeah. All right, where we at with the time? Oh man, we are already an hour in. It's okay. I do this with love. It's all right. So let's go ahead and get to your boy Darius Mccrary, man. Let's get to it. So I wanted to walk y'all down this path of the sovereign citizen so we get a good idea of what's going on here. So let me see if I got anything else. So this is what your boy Darius Mccrary has been up to. As of recently, as far as I know.
We have a whole show on the way. We about to make millions. Let them know. This is a business meeting. In business, we have a whole show on the
Yo, in hindsight now, looking into this nigga's eyes, he do seem kind of gone. I ain't gonna hold you. Like I thought this before, but he seemed kind of gone. When this nigga popped out with an actual tranny. Now, mind you, I know that she done had a penis cut off and everything. Sydney Star has been famous since I was in college. Not famous, but internet famous, right? Now kind of, well, can't really say old and washed because it's not really actual women and whatnot. But Sydney Star was always like a tranny that really could pass for a girl to the point where it's hard to believe that's actually a man. You know what I mean? But anyway, far as we know, Darius Mccrary has never been a queer person, right? But whenever you see someone, especially a male who has like kids and stuff like that, right, and has been in heterosexual relationships, only crazy guys will actually just date a tranny after that. All right, this is some wild shit. Also, too, it lets me know that this nigga his money is mad funny. Cause best believe, I can tell by the jacket that he got on, fam. He got a listen. Hold on, nigga. He got a hard time keeping the place to stay. All right, I'm just saying.
Someone needs a place to stay for the holidays.
All right.
Hey, if you need an oil change, come holler.
So this is a brief, I guess, recap of